Hello everybody, Princess and the Bear here, and we're back at EPCOT for a visit to Coral Reef.
This is our third time on the channel, and it's been like a year or two, I want to say. I think it's been like 2 years since we've been here.
Next time we give it a revisit to see if we'll remember.
Last time we were here was good. The time before that it was horrible.
It's
so
been
it's a
inconsistent at
crapshoot.
best.
Yeah.
But we love the view, so let's go in and see some fishies.
Be sure to save the ocean.
You heard the girl. Recycle your plastics.
There's one mango, one peanut, vegan, and first time. I got the Whiskey Breeze. Bear cannot have this drink because it does have mango in it, but it's whiskey-y. It almost tastes like a fruit punch. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 whiskeys. This is my jam right here.
Oh, something or another that'll be in the description. A lot more refreshing. Kind of tastes gingery. And I'm not really into ginger. I'd probably give that one like a 2 out of 5. Not bad, but I like my other ones better. Whiskey Breeze. Does it have ginger?
No.
Oh.
The princess with a cute little cocktail.
There's mango in that.
See, this is what we have the princess, or I would die. Literally.
The blue Glow-Tini looks like the big blue world that we missed from the Nemo musical. It's actually really delicious. It's a very good martini. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 big blue worlds.
This is my birthday already? The year just started. Where do I begin? Okay, honestly though, Gluten. I got a lot of salt in that one. It's not bad. As a teeny goes, a lot lighter than I would have thought. Still not my absolute favorite. I'd probably give it like a 2.5 out of 5.
Gluten-Free persists at basically every spot in Disney World. I don't think I've had very many of them, but you know my endless war against the glow cubes. Honestly, it's not bad. You use a little bit more alcohol. It's almost too sweet. But if it had a little bit of edge, a little less sweet, a little more alcohol, I'd be on board. But it's still, I'd say, above average. 3 out of 5 plus.
The Abyss is also a tropical drink that Bear got with pineapple juice and vodka. It's a little rich. You can taste the blue Curaçao and the pineapple juice the most. I'm going to give this 2 out of 5 big blue worlds. This one is not a P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
I'm gonna go with the Abyss. This is what I was thinking about, but I do like to always take the Bear in consideration. If there's, you know, his favorite drink there and he doesn't get it, I might just have to get it because we both have the same flavor profile. Including this drink. This is something I would get outside of this immediately. Super hot, super refreshing. I would give this one like a 4 out of 5. Everything you need in a drink for sure.
And this time I ordered the Abyss because pineapple, rum, and vodka. There are no downsides to this other than maybe my liver. Smells fruity. Tastes like fruit juice. I taste no alcohol. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 claws and reevaluate that rating later.
The Bear signature drink of the smoked turkey usually has 3 cherries on the stick, but they've only put 2 cherries on the stick, and the third cherry just went ham and went wild and escaped. Is it on a cherry? They're soaked in something, are they not? They're blackberries, okay. It tastes like liquid smoke. It's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 Captain Hooks.
The smoked turkey, the classic of Disney. That hits like all the right spots. When Bear talks about whiskeys first, this would be my whiskey first. I would give this one like a 4.5 out of 5.
There is no better cocktail on property. Well, I take that back. Top 5 cocktails on property. Smoked turkey is definitely in that group. This started the long addiction of liquid smoke and lemonade with whiskey for me. It doesn't get any better than this. The best one I've ever had was definitely at Crockett's Tavern, but everywhere else they've been absolutely solid. Give that a 4.5 out of 5 plus.
We have these beautiful gluten-free vegan bread with some lovely earth balanced butter. Bonus points for any restaurant that has earth balanced butter. I'm gonna take a little bit here, throw it on this bread. We're gonna go ham on it because it's gluten-free bread and it's not usually good, it's usually cakey. It's always good with the butter, but it is like your typical gluten-free bread. Thank you. 3 out of 5 breads.
The vegan roll is like extra warm comparatively. Nice white bread inside. Go with this earth color. That's what it is. I was like, it's extra brown, which would make me think a little more. Earth balance is so much more spreadable. Points. Compared to like even cold butter is terrible for that. A little more chewy than the normal bread. Normal white boy bread. But it's good. It has a lot of good flavor into it. It's not like it's texturally weird or anything like that. The butter tastes amazing. I would definitely eat it all the time. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely would eat these rolls. Gotta have that content.
I have another round of gluten-free rolls. I said this once, I say it 1,000 times. You need to separate the gluten-free from the vegan. I understand people have gluten allergies, but it's not fair to penalize the vegans with cake in the form of bread, just to satisfy both. Honestly, gluten-free rolls have had worse. Actually, not bad. I'd say it's above average for most gluten-free rolls we've had. And the addition of the earth balance is a nice touch. 3 out of 5 plus.
May have already ate a little bit of one, but time for some more. I didn't lose my knife. Don't judge me. I feel like cold butter on a warm bun is very like Southern tradition. I'm always down for it. It's good. It's of course softer than the gluten-free bread, but I can't hate on the points for that. It's honestly a little too floury for me. It does make it a lot more dry tasting than the actual vegan gluten-free bread. honestly, I'd probably give it about the same. If we're gonna have a choice, I might just go for the vegan, just so it's literally not as like flour in your system, because after a day in the parks, that's gonna settle. And that isn't gonna feel nearly as nice. So I'd probably give that one like maybe the same, 2.5 out of 5. Not the best. Maybe this one's 3 because this is gonna sit on my stomach all day. And if I want to ride rides, not the best.
Have a nice powdery, non-plant-based roll. It's like a Parker dinner roll, nothing special about it. A little bit floury. Like I'm gonna come off looking like what a bakery thief after this, but down the hatch. I like the consistency of the actual roll. I don't like the powdery texture. That kills it for me because like you go from being nice and moist and it's so floury it almost feels dry. 2 out of 5 stars.
There you go.
So we have this mushroom soup to replace the lobster thingy that we had the last time. There's a lot of things happening in here with a little Crostini, which I haven't seen since Be Our Guest. We'll see what this soup tastes like. Actually, it's really good. It's peppery. It's got a nice little tomato action. My mouth is slightly on fire, but not too much. I like it. I'm gonna give this soup a 4.5 out of 5. It's really delicious. It's better than the lobster thing that we had the last time we were here.
It smells amazing. I'm not normally a mushroom girl myself, but neither is the princess, and she loved it. So I'm definitely gonna give it a try. Do I know what all veggies are in here? No, but I'm just gonna go for an eclectic version just to get a taste of everything. That is really good. It's got a really good spice into it. It's like not lacking on flavor. It doesn't really taste bland at all. It's got a lot of like punch to it without being like super spicy at all. I would get that for sure. I'm not a mushroom person. I would be scared of it at first, but definitely flavor-wise, I would eat the mess out of that. And honestly, a bread kind of soaking in soup, so good. You could get that as a meal easily, especially on like one of the windier days here in Florida. That would be so subpar, like so great. I would say it's like 4.5 out of 5. I would eat that again and again. I love that.
Mushroom soup was not really on my agenda for things to do today, but here we are. There is a lot of, I'm assuming a lot of different kinds of mushrooms in here. There's some tomato, it looks like some celery and some other things in here. It smells like sort of like a tomatoey base, and there's like a little Crostini here. So like I'm gonna do both. That is an amazing flavor. It's got layers and texture to it, so it's not just mushroomy. You got tomato, the other veggies, got tomato base in the soup. You've been sitting the Crostini bread is like nice and crisp. Pairs well with it. Honestly, if you're coming here, and this is an odd place to come for you vegans out there, but I'm giving the soup a 5 out of 5 plus. Must get if you come here.
This beautiful veggie kebab. It's very different from the last time we were here. A little bit less, but also kind of like an interesting variety of things, I want to say. We have this Impossible Kefta. I'm going to try this. Oh, wow. So well flavored. I wish I sold this as like a meatball at a festival stand because I would be 1000% into it. Is way better than that flower and garden meatball that you get. I will give that a 5 out of 5. I'll put this, if there was a princess necessities list, it would include this kebab. And we also have this side dishy guy thingy that I just destroyed. Smoky eggplant. Very delicious. Here for it. Also, 4.5 out of 5. Then we have rice and peas and some cauliflower, or sorry, broccoli. Let me get the rice. Flavored basmati, aromatic, very delicious. And then, I guess just to go with it, pull off this kebab here. I'm gonna take half of this zucchini. So already hard to cut. I think I need a knife. You can't just cut it. It's not fully cooked like that. It's not super soft. But charred to perfection. And seasoned very nicely. Like, if I was to do Persian kebab at home, my kebab would taste like this. 5 out of 5 kebabs. And overall, I'm going to give the dish a 5 out of 5 Iranian flags. Persian in me, hella approves of this dish. It's very good.
Count for like missing fish, right?
It's like my bracelet.
No.
Are these capers or peas?
The only thing
Those are
I'm-
peas.
Oh, they're good.
Do they pick fish that they just don't like and don't want to eat, or do they just account for how many fish go
They
missing?
probably...
First off, I love a sustainable skewer. Way better than just using a toothpick, letting it throw away, getting that all in the trash. So smart, so sustainable. I'm gonna get the rest of this zucchini here because it looks so good. Some awesome flavors in that. It does not lack at all on the flavor for this dish. They're not trying to skimp you with anything else. It has full flavor. That meatball is super tender. It's got a little bit more of like that meatloaf taste to it if you're a non-vegan, but it still tastes amazing. It's super tender. I would definitely eat this meal. It's going to be super filling and still feel not nearly as heavy as a lot of the other meals here. Probably like mine. I would give this one like a 4 out of 5. I would definitely go back and eat this one again and again. Good food.
Impossible Kefta dish has gotten bigger, which is rare for things at Walt Disney World. This is a plant-based feast. I don't know many vegans that are going to be able to devour this whole plate in one sitting, but I'd be happy to see them try. So let's go take a small bite of this Impossible Kefta first. Even though the plate has gotten bigger, they probably need at least like one more little ball of Kefta on here to make this, I'd say, balanced. It's like peak seasoned Impossible meat. You don't even really taste that it's Impossible. It's got unique seasonings and flavors to it that makes it something unique on its own. Right there is a 4.5 out of 5 claws for me. It's not as good, not as well seasoned as the soup, but still really good. The smoked eggplant. Just going doubling down on the plant-based goodness here. Wow. That was a kick. I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting that blast of flavor in my mouth. The texture's a bit weird, but the flavor is definitely on point. 4 out of 5 claws. These rice and peas. You know, I thought before we started doing these food reviews that rice is hard to ruin. But we've seen some prime examples of Disney ruining rice before. It happens. Some kitchens have bad days. But this is an example of very good rice. 4.5 out of 5 claws. And we have these kebabs. It looks well seasoned. Mix of vegetables. You have like red peppers, you yellow peppers. You have a nice bit of like red onion, zucchini, little tomatoes around it. We're just gonna steal the princess's red pepper because she doesn't like those much anyway. Nice little char on the edges. Sweet and tang, and I literally want all of the smoke. All of it. 4 out of 5 claws. Above average plate. I was coming here expecting the quality of this restaurant having declined because we've had some very like spotty meals here, but this is an above average plant-based plate. Giving the whole plate a 4.5 out of 5 claws.
Got the shrimp and grits, like our bear. I'm honestly ridiculously surprised about the amount of shrimp that was in there. There's a few times now in Orlando restaurants, Disney restaurants, we've gotten shrimp and grits, and it's been like 5 or 6 different shrimps maybe into it. I counted while I was waiting. There's 10. There's 10 shrimps in there. That's a combo meal, if you ask me. With grits on the bottom, that sounds like a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the shrimp. Really tendery, or really tender, really buttery. That's the E I was looking for. It's got a lot of flavor for not having too much seasoning onto it. It really lets the shrimp kind of shine. I'm gonna get some of the corn, the tomatoes, the grits. The grits have a lot of flavor into it too. I'm not normally a corn off the cob kind of girl, but on it, it gives it a lot of flavor. It really shines through, and there's also a little bit of sausage in there, so it adds like a little bit of just that like extra kind of a meaty flavor into it. I'm really into it. I would definitely eat it on a hot or a cold day. A cold day might be a little bit better because it's very comforting. I'd probably give this one like a 4 out of 5. It's really good, and I'll probably eat as much as I can with this plate. We'll see. Put the light on, boy.
Yes, I got shrimp and grits because no, I can't resist. The shrimp and grits normally have a fair bit of cheddar and/or cream in them, so it's definitely magical then. As far as the display goes, it's probably the prettiest looking shrimp and grits I've seen in quite a while. It's pretty. It's very pretty. So where do you even start? You have this ring of the sea roach, Villa and Dooley sausage, corn succotash in the middle. Corn succotash on top of the grits. This is a thing to me. I have high hopes for this one. You get a little bit of corn succotash, get some of that grits on the bottom, just spirits of shrimp. Sorry, fishies, but you served it. The corn succotash adds a really unexpected flavor to what would normally be shrimp and grits. It's not like heavily sauced like some shrimp and grits. It just kind of gets on my nerves. It's almost soup more than shrimp and grits. It's very good. It's not Narcoossee's good, but it's very good. I would give this a solid 4 to 5 stars. I would come here for this again.
I'm pretty sure that Bear and I have named this the best dessert on EPCOT property. Chef Tony elevated this at Le Cellier, which we'll put a link to that in the description box down below, where we had it with strawberry sauce. But this is a double liquor, double delicious, plant-based delight. Oh, so smooth and good and amazeballs. The richness, the crunchy, the chocolate. This is still a 5 out of 5. Big Blue Worlds for me. I'm here for this dessert, and I'm sad I have to share. 5 out of 5 desserts.
Pretty excited. Who doesn't like a dessert with a little bit of liquor into it? Get some chocolate in there. Ooh. That is really sweet, but not like overbearingly sweet. You can definitely taste the dark chocolate. It's really, really rich, but with the Baileys onto it, it really complements, gives it like, not nearly a milk chocolate taste, but definitely a lot creamier, a lot easier, a lot less bitter.
Is your credit card and receipt?
super into
This
it.
is what you totaled down
I would
inside
give it like a
for
4
Nikki.
out of 5.
After you guys told me to start trying more desserts, I probably think this is one of the first ones I tried, and the princess is right. I did make it disappear at one point in time, but there's really nothing that can't be made better with the addition of whiskey. So Jack Daniels in dessert is very on brand for me. Got the layers and the almonds and the chocolate sauce. I feel like it's something that Epic Mealtime would enjoy at their peak. I miss those guys. This is the kind of dessert that would get me hooked. If all desserts from Disney property were like this, I would have a problem. I'd probably eat twice the size I am right now. Let me steal a bite before the princess doesn't let me have any more. 5 out of 5 Plaza. Definitely on my necessities list. Coral Reef. Yet again, a good time was had.
It was a lot better than I expected it to be. Most people hate on this restaurant, and I think the food is actually really good.
I think the plant-based option, the plant-based dessert, is still some of the best on property.
Agreed.
And the rest of the food
Which
just
is
keeps
so
getting better.
Weird. There are quite an amazing number of delicious food places here at Epcot. However, I think Coral Reef never falters. As much of a bad rep as they have, I think if you are comfortable as a vegan to eat in an aquarium, the food is worth it.
I definitely say it's a not skip. If this pops up on your itinerary, you will not miss getting this restaurant. But if you guys think different, of course, let us know in the comments. If there's anywhere else around Walt Disney World or even Epcot you think beats this restaurant, let us know. The comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe
You heard the girl.
and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, Bear's not gonna eat fish anymore.
Taylor will, though.
I mean, at least the shrimpies. Oysters? Oh, don't even try me with oysters. Let's go. Find me an oyster spot. Thank
Bear's
you.
gonna eat the fish, and Taylor's gonna eat the fish anyway.
It's true.
You heard the girl.